Well, hello. Welcome to another late night edition, Sleuth Intuition Live. Today we are going over the evidence. I'm going to open up the treasure trove and shuffle the deck with you fine folks here. Made some recent discoveries, seen some interesting things. Melissa Bex, hey, thank you for the support. Make sure to put that to good use. So, we're going to look at some of the images that I found, breaking up each frame of the video, the motion video from the bridge guy, walking up that bridge. I believe it's actually titled Delphi underscore motion fix. Interesting, that underscore. Oh man. Hold on. Gotta adjust some settings here. There we go. So, let's see what's going on in the chat. Been a long week. Looking forward to some sleuth. Thank you. Ophelia. Hey, sleuth, what up? What's up, Diane? All right. So let's just jump right into it. Everything that we're going to show here, this is all just some recent work. What's up, Callie? Yeah, here, let me take a look at the poll. I can't see it from StreamYard. I actually have to go log into YouTube, but it kind of slows down my system for some reason. It's all clogged up with crap. Let's take a look. Oh, I'm showing 53 say no. 47 say yes. Yeah, that's wow, that's like a 50-50 split almost. That's crazy. Like, what would cause that kind of a split? Like, what's going on? It's strange. There it is. Maybe that's healthy. Do I? I always hope so. Man, I just don't understand what it is about this case that, with all of the horror across just our country alone, like, what is it about this case? You know? Like, I have no ties to Indiana or nothing. I mean, there's something's going on that has my spidey senses and everybody else is going crazy. What is it? You know? I mean, the appeal to this case alone could be scientifically studied. Like, that alone in itself. Andre the Giant hit it right on the head. The video and the audio. So, guess what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the video and the audio. Those are the two key components that make this case stand out. How do you have video and audio and not have the guy locked up? And the answer to that question is variables. Many variables. This is a chess player's case. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I also believe that the killer was a chess player. Yeah, but I'm going. I'll be there soon. Say within the next 4 months, maybe. Maybe when the weather starts to change. It's pretty bad over there. Howdy. Oh, yeah, it sure does. That's why you got to pay attention. Can't have that tunnel vision. You know, I might be doing something over here, but behind the scenes, I'm really doing something completely different. What's up, Frank? The beards come out at night. The beards come out at night. It's a remix. I had that in mind for you, Frank. That's what you're you need to make an intro where you say that. And then it's kind of like that song. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. But instead it's the beards. It'll be perfect. Let's see. Well, come on, tell us what's going on. What's he hearing? What's the scoop? Yeah, everybody go support Frank. He's cool. He's always been nothing but he's done nothing but shown love, so and not in a strange, like desperate kind of way. Like in a sincere, natural kind of way. What's up, Jay? Yikes. But to be honest, you know, somebody like me might, I know for a fact I would enjoy a lot of snow right now. Especially if I could go snowboarding. Oh, see, Callie knows what's up. I know I seen you up in there, Callie. I appreciate that. And most importantly, I know Frank appreciates it. Shoot, he'll probably have 100,000 subscribers by this time next year. Interesting. What brought you? What brought you over? What's your reason for sleuthing with the sleuther? And what makes you think you can be a sleutherton? Anyhow, let's go ahead and load some of this up here. Let me start with this here. No, not that one. This is the one that really got my attention. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Mindy's in Florida, living it up. Good for you. Hearing good things about Florida. Well, kinda. I sent him $10 through PayPal. He was saying he needed money for coffee or something, and I told him, yeah, I got you. And he recently sent it back to me. He paid me back. Oh yeah. He kind of stumbled when I asked him about Klein. So even if we're completely wrong, there might be something else there. Well, who knows? But this is looking more and more like a loan. Like a lone attack, something that may continue, to happen. Let me open up the map real quick here. Yeah, it looks like the 13th falls on a Sunday this year. I was kind of wondering about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a very polite guy, you know. He never did anything or said anything weird to me. That's the thing. Like, that's why I've always been really polite to him. I don't know what's what. It's not, I don't have privy information. All I wanted to do was talk with him. Like, the dude's all over YouTube. The dude's on Twitter. He's being accused. He's on 4chan. He's on this. He's on that. Like, yeah, maybe he deserves to speak. Give him a platform. He's not a leper. You can't treat him like some type of outcast. Yo, what's up, Crime Dad? All right, let's take a closer look at this. What's going on with this image? Let's see if you guys see anything strange about this. Hi, Mary Ellen. Welcome. Oop. George says, hey, Crime Dive. Big E. Hi, Crime Dive. Always good to see you guys. I agree. All right, let's take a closer look. Let me shut these down. See anything interesting? What's up, country girl? 12 cup pizza, Chucky. Big E says, I see a skeleton face. That's it. You don't see anything else. Nothing stands out to you? Nothing suspicious or creepy? Well, maybe some would consider creepy. Let's see. Phony pin says backpack. Possibly. He's wearing a hood. Maybe. Oh, Mary Ellen says, just saw you on the garage show. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I like that one. It like flowed really well. All the information. What do you see? Well, we'll get to that. I want to know what you see. Kremlis Gutierrez says half his face is covered with a scarf. Ooh. Somebody's getting warm. Getting warmer. I seen this pic. So much nothing stands out because it's so pixelated. I know, right? So what do you see? Something around his neck. The white object. Yes. Now we're getting closer, Caitlin. Sometimes this person often refers to themselves as the devil. Oh, I'm hearing scarves. Yeah, it kind of looks like a scarf. Mindy Mahendi says, wow. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Maybe the blur is throwing everybody off. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Arena LeBlanc says a mask. I don't think so. All right, let's take a look. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Metal? I don't know. I don't see anything. Looks like metal. Yeah, it does get too pixelated for sure. Oh, hello, Gator. What is that, a Barbie doll face? It's nice to see you. You always talk about discernment, so you're easy to spot. Maybe handcuffs. Not right here. Here, let's zoom in just a little bit more, and then we'll kind of check on the handcuff stuff. See anything yet? That's interesting, Matt. What you got going on, man? What's going on over there? A child's rattle? Hmm. Canadian girl says smoke. Gen C says animal. Aunt B says, I see a young man wearing his recently deceased grandfather's clothes and a mask. He was almost skinny then. Right sleeve pushed way up past elbow. Why? He's carrying a weighty pack on his front. Hmm. It's a lot of information, Aunt B. Thank you. On that note, let's take a closer look. Hmm. Maybe that's why it's been so hard. Let's try this. He's ugly. Yeah, he is. You guys see this nose right here? Eye socket, frame cut, cheek, eye socket. Face covered right here with some type of scarf. Almost like it's just the bottom part of the cheek or the chin. Not sure what this is. So I'm going to zoom back out. Let's try this. So I got both these open. I want to pull from my Delphi side and then my bridge guy side. So let's do this. Hmm. Yeah, it could be. No, it's very possible. I wonder if it almost looks like bubble gum. Like, here, let's load this up.
Him about fingerprints.
There were some fingerprints collected.
Do you know if those fingerprints belong to the killer?
That I do not know.
And same with DNA. You have DNA.
Yes.
Do you have his DNA?
Again, we don't know. Right.
I asked him about fingerprints.
There were some fingerprints collected.
Do you know if those fingerprints belong to the killer?
That I do not know.
And same with DNA. You have DNA.
Yes.
Do you have his DNA?
Again, we don't know.
The audio retrieved from Libby's phone. Now you can actually download the original clip right off the indiana.gov website along with BG's Bridge Walk. One thing I wanted to point out also is the voice sounds different when you have the original source. There's a lot more bass in the voice and there's not as much twang. It's really strange. But there was something right here. So what you're seeing here is guys, the anomaly, and then right about here is down the hill. So in between this, there is something I've located that I can no longer ignore. And that's what I'm going to play here. So I'm going to play the original a few times. I'm going to play the anomaly by itself. And you can kind of see how I broke it apart. So here's the original, here's the anomaly by itself, and then this will be them together. That's what you're going to be hearing now. Let's go, maybe. I don't know. Because you got to think they didn't find them. You know, the searchers weren't stomping all over that area. You know, they didn't find them for a reason. It's because they didn't really search that area. So I don't think that area is that compromised. You know, they finally started going in that direction, and that's when they found them. And then I'm hoping that they were smart enough not to do anything. And it's possible there was two separate locations. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, the radio chatter talks about a cigarette butt. I think it says that something like it looks fresh or less than 3 days or something pertaining to that. I can't quote it verbatim. Can't remember what they said. And who knows? Just like what Graz was saying earlier in his live stream, like just because they found that stuff doesn't mean that it has anything to do with the case. And that's what I was telling why it was so refreshing to be hanging out with him because, stuff like that, it's important. Yep, cigarette butt in the water. Could be the source of the DNA. Who knows? Let's see. Ann Moore says a cigarette butt could put the POI in the area, but can't pinpoint the time it was left there. Could have been the day before. Well, the only time that really matters is when the girls were there. So if that person was there when the girls were there, boom. But what if some evidence was planted or left there prior? I mean, it seems so easy. Grab somebody else's cigarette butt before you go commit your crime. Commit your crime, cover up, cut your hair, clean up, keep all your DNA to a minimum, and then plant a whole bunch of somebody else's DNA. And then you tip them in. But when you find those people, they have like 100 witnesses that they were at work. So they're like super confused. Like, what the hell is going on? That's just a theory. Yep, flannel shirt guy. I think he was there. All right, let's pull the deck back up. Let's see what we got here. Let's share the screen. All right, let's start here. What are we on? Let's go a little further back. Let's go to the beginning. Yeah, I'm not 100% on the gun. I'm more 100% that he's wearing a brown glove. But he could be holding a phone, he could be holding a knife, he could be holding a badge, he could be he could be holding nothing. Like there could be a black square maybe on the inside of the glove, you know. We just don't know. You have to consider all the possibilities. The object of the game is just to find just enough to eliminate certain things. We don't need absolutes. We just need to kind of zero in a little bit. And if we can zero in on certain things like a facial feature, we know, if we can find this facial feature and for 100% fact believe that it's a clear image, then you got something. Katie says, I think it's a gun in my opinion. It's hard to tell. But look at this image here. To me, that's a glove. What he's holding in that glove, I don't know. Whatever it is, you can kind of see a shadow over here. But who knows? This is just one image. Let's take a closer look. Here, let's close this one down. Keep it moving. This one has more color. Oh, Canadian girl. Thank you. She says, love your approach to cases, sleuth. The only thing we know for certain is that nothing is for certain. Keep up the great work. That is absolutely true. Law enforcement will tell us if it's for certain. Or the killer might jump out and tell us. Who knows? Too low for a glove? You sure about that? Let's take a look. If this hand is in the pocket, all right, what would make this one too low? It's the same exact distance as that hand. Good try, though, Purdue. Why don't you call in? You have my email. Maybe. Katie says, sleuth intuition. What mannerism do you think Carter is referring to? If we could identify from picture, he would be identified by now. Says who? I mean, have you audited the amount of work that they've done on these images? Do you know who they recruited? Do you know who they used? Um, yeah. I mean, honestly, like this is a paid by the hour type deal. You know what I mean? The fire trucks and everything showed up right now. We don't really have fire. Blah 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 blah. Dance. Yikes. Hope you're all good. Carter said it's a shirt tail. Oh yeah. He also called Deer Creek Strawberry Creek. But I know why he called it Strawberry Creek because there was a body found in Strawberry Creek that same day. It was a male that had been missing. So I understand why he got it confused. Little tidbit. That's what happens when you do your homework. You find weird shit like that. Not a holster, brown shirt tail. Okay. Well, how is it a brown shirt tail? It doesn't look that doesn't look like a shirt tail to me. But who knows? Let's keep it moving. Maybe we'll find out. So I'm saying every time I go through these images, I find something new. Let's try this one. Oh man, that's horrible. Apparently, there is an actual fire at one of our viewers' location. I'm actually looking at it now. Looks terrifying. Let's see. Sleuth. He is holding a gun under the coat. Is he? I don't know. Is that what we're seeing? I don't know if I see that. I see something protruding here. But what if that's not what it is? See anything going on with the shoes? Thanks, Elijah. Fanny pack, huh? Well, that's the initial opinion. But after some time, I'm just not convinced that it's some. I don't think it's a pouch. I believe it's a hand within some type of brown glove clutching something. I don't know if it's a gun yet. Could be a knife, maybe a folded pocket knife, maybe a cell phone. But there are some images where it does appear to be a pistol, but we don't know. Let's keep going. Filters are much more adjusted on this one, but let's zoom in on the face first. Full screen. Would anybody see anything there? Kind of see some glasses, maybe. They may have. That might be where they got the young sketch. Kelsey does say from new technology. Maybe they were able to find some of those facial features that I've been seeing and kind of put together their own puzzle and say, hey, look, yeah, these are the clear shots. Here's your face. I guess now's a good time to show you what I found yesterday. Yeah, why don't we just do that? Let's see what you guys think of that. Where the hell did I put that? Oh, there it is. Let's zoom in. You guys see anything there? Yeah, this is Illustrator. I took this image, I put it on Illustrator, but I found it in my video editor. Yeah, I thought I'd show that to you. Kind of see like a cheek here, nose here. Looks like some motion blur on the bottom of the lip here. So I would even probably cut this off and just focus right here in this area. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Yeah, let's play this video of the new evidence. That always helps put things into context.
My name is Sergeant Jeremy Piers, the Public Information Officer with the Indiana State Police out of the Lafayette Post. While investigating the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German, detectives with the Carroll County Sheriff's Office and the Indiana State Police have uncovered an online profile named Anthony Schatz. This profile was being used from 2016 to 2017 on social media applications, including but not limited to Snapchat and Instagram. The fictitious Anthony Schatz profile used images of a known male model and portrayed himself as being extremely wealthy and owning numerous sports cars. The creator of the fictitious profile used this information while communicating with juvenile females to solicit nude images, obtain their address, and attempt to meet with them. Pictured on your screen, you'll see images of the known male model and the images of the fictitious profile sent to the underage females. We have already identified the male in these images that were used by Anthony Schatz. The male in the photo is not the person of interest in the investigation. Detectives are seeking information about the person who created the Anthony Schatz profile. Investigators would like any individual who communicated, met, or attempted to meet the Anthony Schatz profile to contact law enforcement by utilizing the tip email, Abby and Libby Tip at cacoshrf.com. Please provide as much information as you possibly can. For example, when you communicated with Anthony Schatz, how you communicated with the profile, what social media applications the account used, and if Anthony Schatz attempted to meet you or obtain your address. If you have saved images or conversations with Anthony Schatz profile, please attach them to your email. Again, if you have any information, please contact law enforcement by utilizing the tip email, Abby and Libby Tip at cacoshrf.com. Thank you.
See, Keegan Klein is only connected because he is liked and linked and set a picture and had conversation on Snapchat in 2016. But other than that, no connection, I believe. Yes. And I think that's why he may have bounced. He was like, oh shit. Thank you, Canadian girl. Do you see a heel on BG's shoes, boots? I see when I zoom in. Hmm. Yeah, there's some where I see boots, but then there's other times where I see possibly like a tongue. But I did get a really clear image one time of the bottom of what looks like maybe a like a Carhartt type boot or something where they put some type of coloring. Maybe Timberland, possibly. Something like that. One man pulled this off with a plan and smarts. And mixed with Mindy says, "What's weird to me is that the younger person would definitely not dress this way unless he is actually trying to hide who he is. That's not necessarily true. And this person may not be that young, and he may not be a trendy type of young. Military people, certain people with heritage, not everybody acts a certain way. This could be a loner, you know." Saw something here. Let's see. People who oh, there it is. Caitlyn Jenner says people who ride horses use boots with heels. Yeah, but if you look closely right here, that doesn't look like a boot. Can you guys see it? Right there on the right. His left foot. It almost looks like a tennis shoe. But it could be a boot for sure. See what else we got. Oh, we got the RTV6. Boom. This is like 11:30, 11:45. Right as the girls were found. This is happening. No vehicle at the CPS building at this point in time. Look at the CPS building right there. See it in the right-hand corner? No vehicle. So we know when Carter said the 14th, he was mistaken. Look, nothing. There's nothing there. Unless they towed it already. I don't know. It's possible. Yeah, very well planned. Because think about it. If you're planning a murder and you're planning to leave signatures and you're planning to take trophies, like they said, possibly their hair was cut. But I think this killer took photos and video. He knows he has to be quick. Because if he's quick and he can get his photos and his video, if he can be successful, he knows that he has it recorded properly and he'll go ahead and take his time with that. So he doesn't have to spend all this time setting up equipment and filming and his signatures were ready to go. He had them ready. He's like, I'm going to set this here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He was ready. Wham bam, photos done and he's out. Purdue, you might be right. Purdue RN says, indeed, only a crazy, mentally disturbed, wickedly smart, demonic person would do this and get away without being seen. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's almost like you were there. Yeah, not I mean, compared to the girls, he was. You know, they went running out of the vehicle, according to Kelsey, with no jackets or anything. Like, "Hey, take your jackets," you know? But I can see right around 1 o'clock, it could for them, it's warm. They weren't planning on being there very long. They just didn't know they were out there with a monster, and they were, and there's a lot that we don't know. Was he stalking them? Did he lead them there? Um, did he case the area? Was he grooming them for this specific moment in time and waiting for this date? Nice weather, snow day, um, maybe even trying to do it before work, get that alibi. Whoever did this, maybe they have a good alibi. You think? Yeah, that seems like it'd be important. Casing the casing the location prior, you know. I wonder if this person had advanced knowledge, that the girls were going to be there, or he invited them there. They may have been looking for a handsome boy and they're like, why is this creepy guy right around the area that, this guy that we're supposed to meet keeps saying he's going to be? Every time he says, "Hey, I'll be here," and we get there, it's this weird guy. Or I don't know if it was weird. I think the term was creepy. So, it's weird because I can hear some chatter. I think that can be enhanced. There's some chatter on this footage right here, and I can hear talking. I wonder what they're talking about right here. Anybody out there listening who's good with audio? At that point in time, I believe there's some editing. I believe that's when the girls were initially found. Bodies were discovered. You might want to get that chatter. I'm not the best with audio. I have Cubase, but I'm not the best with it. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at the chat. Tobes seem to imply targeted. Yeah, for sure. Especially if there's some cyber stalking going on. That's very specific. Yep, he sure does. He says that's what he's really interested in. You know? Maybe he's into forensics. Well, Matt, right there's a break in the video. It's almost like they did some editing, and there's a lot of radio chatter that pops up. Maybe you can pull that out and kind of decipher what it was. It's at about, I'd say, the 6-minute mark. I can kind of hear it now too. It's kind of throughout, but right there it's more pronounced. I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about somebody saying creepy guy. So that's all I know. I'm pretty sure it's just a log, maybe with some trash dangling off of it. Maybe like a plastic bag or something. Mm, yeah, 6:14, and actually throughout the whole thing. Not right now, I don't hear it, but there's been a few occasions where I did hear some radio chatter. But right there specifically, I was told that that's when they announced that they found something, and the cameras may have zoomed in over there, but they blocked it out. Caitlin, yes. See if I can go hang out with my friend Julian. Maybe by then it's warm enough. We'll see if you play some basketball. And then I'll just talk with him while I'm playing some basketball and somebody can film it. I thought you might like that. I mean, I've been all over the place. My family's from a small town originally. I get it. I know about the good old boy. Yeah. And the way it changes too. You probably will, man. Probably fall down and break my hip. I'm more of a boxer, but not everybody wants to put on some boxing gloves. Ooh, we got a super chat. Benevolent Opal. Thank you. Go bridge walking after basketball while recording. What? You trying to give me a heart attack? What's wrong with you? I'm so out of shape right now. This quarantine was not good to me. I'm pretty sure I gained like I would say at least 20 pounds, like easily. I try to do push ups and hit the punching bag and we'll go walking with the family and stuff, but it's just not enough. I like Mexican food too much. What? That's crazy. We've been here for an hour, so let's jump off of this and let's get back to the shuffling. Let me pull up a good one. Something super recent. Let's see. I think this one's very recent. I'm not saying these are good, so don't get it twisted. These are just recent. exit, entrance. Either way, you can go and park at the regular parking, cross the Freedom Bridge, and still be attracted to the cemetery if that's what you're into. Margaret, let's see. Sleuth, can you please play the video called The Untold Stories of Abby and Lobby? Because on the timeline part. No, not tonight. I just have a folder here, and I'm going to kind of just. We're not going to stay here much longer. I'm going to take a look at some of these images. I just want to see if anybody can see something that I can't. So let's just zoom in on them. Yeah, but I'm not going to put it on my live. I'll probably go watch it right after. Yeah, what's going on? What's this? This is so weird. You can kind of see like an ear, maybe some glasses, a nostril. And more. I no longer believe that. I've come to understand kind of what's going on with the pixels and the blur and the distance, and there's two sources of movement. There's the movement of the guy on the bridge moving, and then there's the subtle movements of Libby while she's filming. And I also heard that it's possible that there was two phones discovered at the crime scene. A burner phone from the killer, and then also Libby's phone. So the one where we can hear him saying guys down the hill could possibly be the phone that he dropped or left purposefully. That's just something strange that I've been hearing. Who knows? A mustache. Huntington, where's that at? I'm not too familiar. Like I just kind of know that area. All right, let's close this one down. We'll probably go through this little deck right here and then we'll call it a night. This is the most recent one. And sometimes during all this blur, who knows? Almost looks like his face is leaning downward. That one might be too blurry. That's like frame number 2. Super blurry. No glasses? Yeah, it's hard to tell. I haven't made up my mind on the glasses yet. If he has glasses, they got to be somewhat like maybe small framed. Margaret, you want me to zoom in on this one? Sure. I'm always up for a good conversation. $5.10 seems about right to me. I would definitely have to agree with 5.10. Yeah, these aren't even the best images, so I apologize. These are just the newest ones that I was messing with. You never know. I like to change the settings and then kind of just come back to them later and see if there's anything there. There's a good shot of the knee. Look at that bony ass right knee. Look, whoever this is has a sharp ass right knee. That thing will cut a piece of paper. For sure. You can always come back. Like, what's going on there? Small hips for sure. Oh, let's see. Big E says, I wonder sometimes how much that piece gets a kick out of all the YouTube analysis on. You know, he might get a kick out of it. I hope enough that he comes out and says something. Mindy says, too bad the jacket. Hard to tell his exact size. But his shoulders look like a straight posture and smaller shoulders. Yeah, he has a pretty good posture. I think he's standing straight. I think his neck is just kind of surrounded by a couple layers and maybe a scarf. He's going to get a kick in prison. All right, guys, we're coming up to the 1 hour and a half mark. So if there's anything you want to talk about, anything you want to see, let me go back. Let's go in here. See what we got. Anybody who wants to see the shoe tree, this was sent to me by a good friend of mine, a fellow sleuther, who actually went and visited this and got yelled at by the property owner. But this is just when you cross the bridge on the south side and you enter into the property to the right. This is the shoe tree that's just sitting right there. Yeah, Big E, if you walk across the south side of that bridge onto that property and take just a quick right on that private drive, you'll find this tree. It's in honor of somebody who passed away there, a relative, and they went and threw all his shoes up there. I think he passed away maybe in the early 2000s. I'm not sure. There's a family member there. No, I'm telling you, it's just to the right of the south end of that bridge. Let's see. Polkaroo. You don't seem to want to discuss important fact stuff. From the day the girls went missing, you're obsessed with this pic of him. And that's okay too. Have a great weekend, folks. I don't know what that means. That's weird. And you have a weird name and a weird picture. How about that? Frank's got my back. He says, Sleuth, just wanted to say you are the sleuth of all sleuthers. Oh, dude. Don't worry, I don't have an ego. Brother, great show tonight. Thanks for all the love. Could send me a link and talk through email. sleuthintuition@gmail.com. Hit me up. Oh, you want to zoom in on the shoes? Okay. Yeah, those don't look like men's shoes. Right there. Maybe locals came and snuck on there. These ones kind of look like men's shoes. I think I have another image too. Hold on. I think I was sent two. Yeah, here we go. I think it was self-inflicted, unfortunately. I heard it was pretty tragic. Yeah, he gave me my $10 back. I gave him $10. Have a good night. I'm sure we'll talk again. Dude, I'm really not worried about it. Oh, Polkaroo's still here. Hey, I made previous post about. Check them out. How about it? Oh, if you tell me real quick again, I'll put it up here, man. I didn't see. I'm sorry. No disrespect, man. I'm not gonna go chasing through the comments though. I sent him an email and I told him, hey man, all these people are saying all these weird things. It's like, just let me know what you think about all that. And I'm pretty sure he responded through the chat today. So I appreciate that. Well, Margaret, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Yep, it's a stretch. And you know what? Sometimes you got to stretch. Keeps you flexible. All right, let's see what else we got here in this little folder of that I put together. We got the original audio. Let's take a listen. Hi, Sally. How else are you gonna touch your feet? How else are you gonna touch the ceiling? Gotta stretch. Oh, you can't hear that audio? Maybe I didn't share it right. Let's try that. No, Michael, you have to pay $20 to stay in the chat. How about that? Just kidding. There you go. That's what I'm about to do. That's what a journalist would do. Hopefully one day I can say that I'm a real journalist. We're nowhere near that yet. Sounds different? Shouldn't. So guys could be on Libby's video right here. Look, guys, and then after guys, down the hill could be on a completely different phone. What's up, Teresa? All right, guys, we're at the hour and a half mark. So that means we're going to answer just a few more questions and we're going to bounce out of here. You guys have been really good. Some good questions. I didn't think so either, but it really depends on your source. Trying to see if I have a some type of video I can play that nobody's really seen for a while. Let me see. No. Oh well. Crime Dive says, Sleuth, where do you think they first encountered BG? I'm thinking on the bridge. I'm thinking he may have been lurking in the woods. They may have encountered him on that trail right when they got dropped off. They could have just been walking right towards the bridge, and he was just right there. He could have said something to him like, "Hey, you guys want your picture taken?" Or they could have just seen him doing something. Who knows? To be honest, he could have been stalking them. So I'm going to stick with the bridge. I think that might have been their first encounter. What's up, Callie? All right, so we'll finish up the chat and then we're going to bounce. Gonna bounce out. Let's see here. Kremlin says alphabet. Libby is the only one that had a phone from the two girls. Yeah, but the bridge guy could have had a phone, a burner phone. He could have took video with that phone. Because you got to realize when gangsters, when they commit a hit, they leave the gun. They just drop it right there because they know it can't be traced to them. So if you have a burner phone, you take images and photos, and then you send them to an encrypted location. Boom, once it's sent, you drop the phone. Just like Godfather. Oh, thanks, Elaine. The truth is, my whole channel, like I spend so much time on the Delphi case, and it's kind of been a work in progress. But the truth is, I'm just so obsessed with it. I just figure I might as well share my voyage along the way. I might as well share what I'm doing, make it public. Thanks, Mindy. I like having you here as well. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate it. Yeah, the burner phone can be traced right back to Walmart. Yeah, burner phone can be any type of phone. Yeah, I was talking about him. I think he was here earlier. He was in the chat actually. Dude's crazy. But he has his principles. He admitted it was hard for him to ask for help. I sent him $10 for coffee, and the dude the other day sent it right back to me. He paid me back. It's crazy. He's an interesting guy. I'll give him that. Yeah, he's very cunning. You guys might be fooled, but I'm not. But that's okay. I'm not 100% anyway. But is to fool, which I have considered, I'm not fooled. All right, guys. I want to thank you for showing up. We've hit that point in the night where I got to say farewell. Thanks for showing up. Everybody that kind of donated tonight, the super chats, the stickers. I don't know what I'm going to do with all those yet. They're starting to stack up. But I really appreciate it. You guys take care.